y'all have signed the waiver and consent form, and we've gone over the roles and rules of the mediation process today. I want you to go ahead and tell me what's going on. So, Ariel, can you go ahead and tell me what you've been feeling?
Um, well, I feel a little bit angry and kind of irritated with Grace. She always has her boyfriend over. Her friends just come and go like they live there. Sometimes she'll bring her siblings over. She never asks. I work 8 hours a day. I go to school. I'm exhausted by the time I get home. The last thing I want to do is come home to a bunch of people and just to all this noise. Like, I'm ready to relax. I'm tired. It's just annoying.
Okay, so from what I understand, you're telling me that you're irritated that Grace has her friends over all the time, her boyfriend, which doesn't ask, and it's just really annoying you because you're tired all the time and you just don't really know what to do about it anymore.
Yes.
Rachel used great listening skills. She repeated what Ariel had to say and even repeated her feelings, vocabulary, that she was irritated and upset that Grace's friends were coming around.
Grace, can you tell me about the situation?
Well, I mean, like, I don't bring, like, people, like, every time. So, I mean, like, I try to ask her, but she's always angry at me and irritated at me. So, like, I mean, like, if I ask her, she'd be like, okay, and she'd be just so mad at me. So how can I just ask her every time? And it's not my fault that you always work. I mean, it's not my fault that you work full time. So don't just get mad at me, okay? I don't know.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch what you said. What did you say? Can you repeat it again?
So now you'll notice that Rachel was not paying attention this time and was definitely practicing a listening don't. She was distracted with her phone the whole time. She was not paying attention to what Grace had to say and when Grace was expressing how she felt. And you'll notice that Grace also used a lot of feelings vocabulary, that it's not her fault, that she feels blamed. So those are some things that we can look for when we're listening for feelings and the vocabulary that the disputants are using. And we also now know something to not do, which is to not ignore the person that's talking to you, and to also repeat what someone is saying so that they know that you heard them clearly and you're using their own words back at them. It gives them a chance to reflect on what they've just said. So both of these are examples of something to do and something not to do.
Can you tell me what's been going on?
Okay, well, every time she comes home, she'll be mad at me. And in front of all my friends and my siblings and my boyfriend, she will always ignore me and makes me feel uncomfortable and like blamed and annoyed. So I mean, she doesn't talk to me in 3 days. So how can I just know like how she feels? And I mean, she doesn't talk to me. So how can I solve this problem? I mean, that's it.
Okay, so from what I'm hearing, you feel uncomfortable and blamed by Ariel and annoyed because she doesn't come and talk to you about what's going on.
Yeah.
And about the whole situation. So you just feel like you're getting blamed for nothing since she hasn't come and talked to you? Okay.
This is a great example of how Rachel listened to what Grace said, and she repeated her feelings and repeated all of the words that Grace used so that maybe Ariel could hear them from a neutral party to maybe help it sink in a little bit more of how Grace is feeling and her side of things also.
Okay, now we're going to move into going over how we can solve these issues. So we're going to go and take down through each issue one at a time and go through it.